It's no secret that single-use plastics have a hugely detrimental effect on the environment. And single-use plastic water bottles are one of the biggest contributors to this problem. Well, we're here today to take a look at how using one of these can help both the environment and you to have a much more comfortable day out in the mountains. 12 million tonnes of plastic ends up in our ocean every single year. And the biggest contributor to this is single-use plastic water bottles. 1 million single-use plastic water bottles are bought around the world every single minute. 1 million! If just 1 in 10 Brits refilled a water bottle every single week, there'd be 340 million less water bottles every single year. And the final little fact I've got for you today is actually one I've researched myself, and that is that water is heaven. So if you're carrying a fair bit of it on your back, you're going to know about it. Using a water filter when you're out in the mountains means that you can pretty much tap into almost any water source out there in the hills. This means that when you're setting off in the morning, yes, it's worth filling up a water bottle before you go, but it means you haven't got to carry litres and litres of water to get you through a long day. This is especially useful if you're out for a wild camp or some sort of multi-day trip. Now, there are different kinds of filters that you're going to see. You've got your pump filters. These are filters that you insert into the river, use a manual pump to extract the water through a filtration system into a separate water bottle. You've got your straw filters. You're going to have seen pictures of people with these filters with one end in their mouth, the other end in a river. They work pretty much exactly the same way, except for you having to actually suck the water direct from the river yourself. And the third option, which we're going to focus predominantly on today, which is in my opinion the most practical, is your filter water bottle. So much like the straw filter, this bottle comes with a pre-attached filter to the mouthpiece on the end. Nice and easy. You then fill the water bottle up from your water source whilst you're walking along a stream, a lake, river, whatever it might be. Pop the end back in, screw it up, and you're good to go. Now, this first works by drawing the impure water through a hollow fibre membrane in the filter, and this actually filters out small particles as small as 0.1 micron. The second stage uses a carbon fibre filter, and what this does is it helps improve the taste of the water that you're drinking. This also goes some way to reducing the amount of chlorine, the amount of volatile organic matter, and also heavy metals in the water that you're drinking. As I've said, using the bottle is simple. You simply take the main compartment, dunk it into any decent water source, pop the filter and mouthpiece and lid back on, secure it tightly. It's a leak-proof bottle. And you're good to go. Drink the water on the move, it's filtering as you go. If you're heading out for a walk with the family, a quick stroll from the home, you're only going out for a couple of hours and you don't need to be taking the filter, you can replace the filter for a straw that comes along with the bottle. And what that means is you can fit more water in the bottle and you're not further exhausting the life of the filter on water that doesn't need filtering. I'm trying to decide whether I can say filter any more times in this video. Filter. Of course, being able to tap into any of these water sources means that you are lightening your load. Instead of 2 to 3 litres of water that you might want to carry on a long day, you can now replace that with 2 to 3 kilograms of Haribo. Let's face it, one of the most uncomfortable issues with wild camping is the weight that you inevitably have to carry. Cutting down on the amount of water that you need to set off with makes a massive difference. Everybody is always focusing on the ultralight gear, the extra light fabrics, the ultralight membranes, whatever it might be, plastic, so on and so forth. But simply using a filter water bottle can immediately cut out maybe 2 to 3 kilograms of the weight that you're setting off with. We really hope that this video has gone some way to explaining to you both how filter bottles work and why really everybody needs one in their pack.